طلبة الأعزاء، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته، وأهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بكم في محاضرة جديدة في كورس مقدمة في الأدب. وسنتناول في محاضرة لهذا اليوم موضوع جديد اللي هو Introduction to Drama، مقدمة في الدراما. وسنتناول في تعريف الدراما وعناصر الدراما التي بموجبها يمكننا تحليل أي نص مسرحي إلى آخره. فأهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بكم. So welcome on board, ladies and gentlemen. So we will start our lecture today, Introduction to Drama. And we start this after discussing and studying the two literary genres, poetry and fiction. And today we will deal with drama. So welcome on board. We will start our lecture today by a very big question, which is, what is a drama? What's the definition of drama? Drama is a composition designed for performance in the theater, in which actors take the roles of the characters, perform the indicated action, and utter the written dialogue. So, from the definition of drama, we can recognize that a drama, it is written to be performed on the stage, on theater, not to be read only. And this is what makes a drama unique from other literary genres, the fiction and poetry, that it is written to be performed on the stage, and in which there are actors, and the actors take the roles of each one of the characters, and those characters perform the indicated action and utter the written dialogue, written by the playwrights. The elements of a drama. If we would like to analyze any drama, the most important thing is to know and understand the elements of a drama. So, actually, we have 6 elements. The first one is plot, الحبكة, characters, شخصيات, and setting, زمان مكان والظروف المحيطة, and dialogue, الحوار, and stage directions, توجيهات الكاتب أو تعليقات الكاتب, and theme. So these are the most important elements of drama, and we will discuss each one of them in detail in the next slides. So let us start with the first one. Some of the elements of drama we have already studied them in fiction. So you can see that we can repeat them again, but some of them not. So plot. What is a plot? Plot means the arrangement of the events in the story, including the sequence in which they are told, the relative emphasis they are given, and the causal connections between the events. Plot is the series of the events that take place in the play. So the plot, the exact meaning of the plot is what? The logical connections between the events. And actually, as we have studied in fiction, plot here in drama also consists of 5 parts in its structure. The first part is introduction, and then rising action, and climax, and falling action, and the denouncements or conclusion. This is plot. The second element is characters. So a character can be a person, a figure, an animate object, or animal in the play. So mostly the characters can be one of those types. So let us discuss the definition of character. And the word character, we have 2 meanings for the word. The first one is a person in a fictional story, whether in drama or in fiction. And the second meaning is the qualities of a person. And we use it even in our daily life, even in Arabic. كلمة شخصية مع معنيين. المعنى الأول هو شخص في عمل أدبي، والمعنى الآخر وهو qualities of a person، مواصفات شخص. مرات احنا نقول انه فلان شخصيته قوية او فلان شخصيته ضعيفة وهكذا. So what is important for us is a person in a work fiction, and a person in a work fiction either be protagonist, clear center of the story, or antagonist, the opposition or the enemy of the main character. So the playwrights, the author, each one of the authors, he or she has different types of revealing the character to the audience, by which the audience can understand the character. So actually we have three main types in which the characteristics of character can be revealed. The first type can be revealed through his or her physical appearance. Or if he or she, for example, just wearing suit or clothes of a king or queen, so we can recognize that this is from high or noble class. If the character is wearing very bad or old clothes, we can just recognize, or we can decide that this man, he or she, they are from low class. So the physical appearance, by the physical appearance, we can know what kind of character we have on the stage. This is the first type. The second type of revealing a character is what he or she says, thinks, feels, dreams, and what he or she does or does not do. So his deeds, his actions, his reactions on the stage, okay, also can give us hints about the type of the character. And number three, the third type of revealing character through is what others say about him or her, and how others react to him or her. So ما يقوله الشخصيات الأخرى عنه. So mostly the main characters does not appear in the first scene, mostly, okay, because we get information from other characters talking about him or her, and then the main character, the protagonist, will come on the stage. Number three, the element number three, setting. And the setting of the play refers mainly to the time and the place in which the action occurs. It also refers to the scenery, the physical elements that appear on the stage. So it is the time, the place, the weather condition, the social condition, the mood of the play. But here we have something different actually in setting, in drama, that the setting in drama is different from other settings in fiction or in poetry, that the setting influences the action and the emotional reactions of the audience, and it is applied or implemented practically on the stage. For example, if the setting is in a whole lecture at the university, so the stage should be a lecture on the university. If the scene is in the public markets, for example, so the scene, the stage should be public market. So the setting will be implemented. أي إن الsetting مختلف تماما بالمسرح، لأنه ينفذ تنفيذ على أرض الواقع على خشبة المسرح، بينما السيتنج بالفيكشن والبوتري لا، موجود نظريا من خلال الشرح اللي يقدمه الكاتب. Number four, the dialogue. الحوار. Dialogue is simply conversation between people in literary work, and its most restricted sense. It refers specifically to the speech of characters in a drama. As a specific literary genre, a dialogue is a composition in which characters debate an issue or issue or idea. According to the critics of drama, reading drama means reading dialogue. So the dialogue is what makes drama or play is play. So we have types of dramatic speech. Okay. أنواع الحوار الدرامي، الحوار الذي يقدمه أو الحوار أو الكلام الدرامي، أنواع الكلام الذي يقدم على خشبة المسرح. And we have 4 types. The first type A is monologue، الكلام الأحادي. Dialogue، الكلام الثنائي أو الحوار. Aside، الحوار الجانبي. And soliloquy، المناجات. And we will discuss each one of them in detail with example, if possible, in the next slide. So what is monologue? Monologue is an extended speech spoken by a single fictional speaker. So here we have single speaker, single actor on the stage speaking, and the others listening. They do not respond to him. So he or she is speaking and the others listening. Whether the others, the characters on the stage, as we see in the picture on the right, or the audience as we see in the picture on the left. So either alone or as if speaking to a fictional audience. The personality of the character and significant events in his or her life are revealed by the speech. So this is the monologue. The monologue. Number 2, the dialogue. The dialogue. And here the dialogue is when 2 or more speakers speak to one another. It is the spoken exchange that comprises a play. So if we have 2 characters, they are talking to each other, and somebody talk and the others will respond to him. So we have dialogue. We have dialogue. Number 3, aside. So when a character says something privately to another character while other characters are also on the stage. So a character is talking, whispering something private in the ear of another character while other characters on the stage. So they are talking to each other privately without just giving chance to other characters to hear what they are talking about. The lines are meant for one character's ear alone. Sometimes asides are addressed to the audience. So sometimes the audience. So only the audience can hear what they are talking about. This is the aside. The 4th type, which is very important, soliloquy. Soliloquy, al-munajat. A speech to be meant to be heard by what? By audience, but not by other characters on the stage, as opposed to the monologue, which address someone who does not respond. In a soliloquy, only the audience can hear the private thoughts of the characters. And a very important and famous example of the soliloquies is the soliloquy of Hamlet, to be or not to be. So, what are the differences and similarities between aside and soliloquy. Here in this picture, so on the right, the soliloquy, and on the left, a sign. On the two sides, they are the differences. But in the middle, in the shared circle, we have the similarities. So let us discuss the differences between them first. The first one, aside, we have multiple actors on the stage, while soliloquy, we have one character on the stage. One. In the aside, the side is brief, one or two lines. But in the soliloquy, long interrupted speech, uninterrupted speech. And in aside, quick thoughts and decisions, and creates irony, foreshadowing, and subplots. But in the soliloquy, the characters debates or reflects, giving questions or talking to themselves. So these are what the differences. What about the similarities? The first shared thing is both of them, aside and soliloquy, are they one character speak. One character speak. And two, both of them, only the audience can hear its speech or her speech or his. Number three, both of them express inner thoughts and feelings. These are the similarities and the differences between the aside and the soliloquy. Stage directions. Stage directions are playwrights' descriptive or interpretive comments that provide readers as well as actors and directors with information. Information about what? About the dialogue, the setting, the action of the play. They gave the outline of the scenery of the play and broad direction to the actors. Stage directions establish a link between the reader and the dramatist when they are just the readers when they are reading what? Reading the play. Simply, if we would like to understand what is meant by stage directions, as here is written in the picture, the stage directions, they are the instructions that tell the actors what to do on the stage. الستيج دايركشنز هي الشروحات والتعليقات التي يكتبها الكاتب المسرحي إلى القراء أو الممثلين والمخرجين عن كيفية أداء الدور على خشبة المسرح. هذا هو المعنى البسيط للستيج دايركشنز. Number 6, theme. And here, theme is defined as the main idea or an underlying meaning of the literary work, which may be stated directly or indirectly. Major and minor themes are two types of themes that appear in literary works. A major theme is an idea that the writer repeats in his literary work, making it the most significant idea in the work. A minor theme, on the other hand, refers to an idea that appears in a work briefly, giving way to another minor theme. So, presentation of themes. How the theme could be presented by the author, by the writer. The writer presents themes in a literary work through several means. A writer may express the theme through the feelings of the main characters about the subject he has chosen to write about. Similarly, themes are presented through thoughts and conversations of the different characters. This is our lecture today. Thank you very much indeed for listening, and I hope we'll just see you in the next lectures. Thank you very much again.